What's up, everyone? Today we're diving deep into the training philosophy and legacy of an absolute legend in bodybuilding, the one and only IFBB pro, Lee Priest. Known for his impressive physique, crazy work ethic, and unapologetic attitude, Lee Priest's approach to bodybuilding defies limits and reshapes what we think is possible. Despite being on the shorter side at 5'4", Lee Priest consistently brought one of the most impressive and symmetrical physiques to the stage, with muscles that were round, dense, and full of character. His arms, chest, back, everything stood out, a testament to relentless work. But it's not just his physique that inspires, it's his mindset, his intensity, and the way he trained. Today we're diving into what made his training so unique and a sample workout inspired by Lee himself. Now, to understand Lee's training, you have to understand his mindset. Lee trained with intensity that went beyond the limits of just lifting weights. For him, every session was a mental and physical battle. It was all about finding the edge, challenging himself, and pushing past any thought of comfort. Priest had this incredible resilience, and he'd show up to the gym with a level of focus that was razor sharp. There was no half-assing a workout. One of the things Lee always said was that bodybuilding was about patience and consistency, both physically and mentally. He wasn't afraid to do the unglamorous work, and that meant embracing the grind day in and day out. You'll hear a lot of people say train smart, but for Lee, training smart also meant training brutally hard. He'd dig deep into the pain and still keep going. He didn't care about fancy workouts or trends. He was all about the basics, keeping it simple but extremely intense. Let's get into Lee's training style, because this is where he truly set himself apart. Lee favored high-volume, high-intensity training. Unlike some lifters who take long rest periods between sets, Lee would barely rest. His pace was fast, and he often went for high reps, sometimes pushing sets beyond what most people could imagine. For Lee, the goal was to keep the muscles under constant tension. He believed that to create the kind of dense, grainy muscle he was known for, you had to make every single rep count. Priest was a fan of supersets, drop sets, and rest pause techniques to drive as much blood into the muscle as possible. He would go until his muscles were screaming. In his words, if you're not getting a pump, you're not doing it right. Lee's intensity meant he was pushing through pain. To him, that's where the real growth happens. One thing Lee was famous for was his arm training. His arms were some of the best in bodybuilding history, known for both size and shape. His philosophy? Don't just train arms for show. Train them with serious intent, like any other major muscle group. Priest believed in going heavy, but always keeping control over the movement. He wasn't afraid to push boundaries with heavier weights, but he would never sacrifice form. All right, so now let's talk about an example workout inspired by Lee Priest, his signature arm day. Here's a workout that's designed to be intense, heavy, and focus on maximizing the pump. Remember, this workout isn't just about moving weight, it's about creating tension, focusing on the pump, and keeping rest time short. Start off biceps with the basics. Barbell curls for 4 sets of 12. 15 reps. Start with a heavy barbell curl. The goal here is to go heavy, but keep it controlled. Focus on a full range of motion and squeeze at the top of each rep. Lee believed in maximizing the stretch and contraction of every rep. Rest 45 seconds between sets. Then move on to alternating dumbbell curls, where you can focus on one arm at a time. 4 sets of 10, 12 reps. Per arm, grab a pair of dumbbells and alternate your curls, slow and controlled with a squeeze at the top. Keep the tension throughout, letting the biceps work without swinging. Rest 30, 45 seconds. Now we are going to feel the stretch with preacher curls superset. With hammer curls do 3 sets of 12, 15 reps. Each. Preacher curls will isolate the bicep and force it to work in a controlled way. Immediately follow with hammer curls to target the brachialis for thickness. This superset will create an incredible pump. Rest 1 minute between supersets. Start terceps with cable. Pushdowns for 4 sets of 10, 15 reps, but don't be afraid to go higher. Finish with cable pushdowns, focusing on higher reps to pump as much blood as possible into the triceps. Squeeze hard at the bottom and don't lock out completely to keep tension. Rest 30-45 seconds between sets. Then move into a superset. Pair skull crushers with close grip bench press for 3 sets of 10, 12 reps. For triceps, Lee loved keeping things intense with supersets. Start with skull crushers to isolate the triceps and immediately follow with a close grip bench press to activate more muscle fibers. This combo hits every part of the triceps, building mass and definition. Rest 1 minute between supersets. Finish triceps by stretching the long head by doing single arm overhead DB extensions. Do 3 sets of 8, 10 reps. Lower controlled into the stretch. Pause, then lift quickly. Reps should look like a piston. That's it. This workout isn't just about lifting weight. It's about mind-muscle connection and intensity. Lee Priest understood that to grow, you've got to endure discomfort. So with every set, every rep, remember to give it everything. Lee Priest didn't just lift weights, he went to war in the gym. His career, his training, his legacy, it all speaks to the power of relentless commitment. If you want to build a physique like Lee's, it's not just about doing the exercises. It's about finding that fire inside. It's about pushing past your limits, getting out of your comfort zone, and demanding more from yourself than you did yesterday. Lee Priest wasn't the tallest guy on stage, but he always brought one of the biggest presences, showing that it's not the size of the body, but the strength of the mind that counts. So take this workout. Get into that Lee Priest mindset and bring the intensity. Remember, every rep is a step closer to building the body and the mindset you want. Don't hold back. Train with purpose, just like Lee, and push yourself to be better every day. This is your journey. Make it legendary.